Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening. So today we will look into English Year 4, a poem by June Crabbin entitled Holiday Memories. So this poem is used for the Year 4 students under their under their language art skills. Okay, let's dive inside what the LS that the teacher can use, what are the materials, and what are the activities that can be done in the class. Okay, so first, okay, this is the content standard and also the learning standard. The content standard is 5.2, which is to express personal response to literary text, and the learning standard is 5.2.1, which is to say in simple words and phrases how a text makes them feel, meaning that how the poem makes the students feel about it. Okay, so the objective of the activity for the language arts for today is at the end of the lesson, the student will be able to create a postcard based on their recent holiday experience. Okay, let's move on. The first thing is to ask the student, what do you usually do during your holidays? Did you travel? Did you play games? Did you went shopping with your families? Or did you watch TV? These are the kind of questions that can be asked to the students. And the teacher can have a question and answer session with them at the beginning of the class as an induction. So this is where the students will start to respond. Oh, I went to travel. Okay, so where did you went to travel? I went to Sabah, perhaps. I went to Sarawak. I went to Singapore. So and then we can ask more questions to them, such as what do you do? Okay, what was interesting in that state? What are the significant things that makes you feel happy when you go to that place during your holiday? These are the kind of questions that the teacher can ask to the students, and it can make them feel interested and be responsive. All right, let's see. This is a video about the holiday memories on YouTube, which you can share to your student and integrate it in your teaching and learning. Okay, let's watch it.
What do you usually do during holidays? Traveling? Shopping? Playing games? Reading? Watching TV? Or what? Hello everyone, welcome to Xuedao. In this video, we are going to learn about this poem, Holiday Memories by June Crabbin. Let's have a look at the pictures of this poem one by one. What can you see in this picture? A boy and a kangaroo. What happened to the boy? He boxed with the kangaroo and he got a big bruise on his right eye. Next picture. What can you see in this picture? Two monkeys and a boy, each with a question mark. What happened to the boy? He climbed the tree and met two monkeys. Next, what can you see in this picture? A boy, a hot air balloon, the moon, and many stars. What happened to the boy? He rode a hot air balloon at night. Next, what can you see in this picture? A boy and a parrot. What happened to the boy? He met a parrot during his hot air balloon ride and chatted with it. Next, what can you see in this picture? A boy and a hippopotamus. What happened to the boy? He rode a hippo. Next, what can you see in this picture? a boy and a bear. What happened to the boy? He lifted the bear, but he didn't look happy. Next, what can you see in this picture? A boy and two pirates. What happened to the boy? He chased after the pirates. Wow, the boy did a lot of things during his holiday. Can you do all the things the boy did? Not really. Now let's listen to this poem to find out what the boy actually did. Ready? Holiday Memories by June Crabin. When I was on holiday, I went to Timbuktu. I wrestled with a jaguar and boxed a kangaroo. I journeyed into jungles. I swam the deepest sea. I climbed the highest mountain and a monkey puzzle tree. I chatted to a seagull. I met a big baboon. I floated on a moonbeam until I reached the moon. I visited the planets. I lit up all the stars. I gossiped to a parrot, traveling to Mars. I sailed across the ocean. I drove a greyhound bus. I rode across the desert on a hippopotamus. I heard a mermaid singing. I fought a killer shark. I grappled with a grizzly in a war safari park. I chased a band of pirates completely round the bend. And now the summer's over, and so is this the end. Alright, let's recite this poem together. Holiday Memories by June Crabin. When I was on holiday, I went to Timbuktu. I wrestled with a jaguar and boxed a kangaroo. I journeyed into jungles. I swam the deepest sea. I climbed the highest mountain and a monkey puzzle tree. I chatted to a seagull. I met a big baboon. I floated on a moonbeam until I reached the moon. I visited the planets. I lit up all the stars. I gossiped to a parrot, traveling to Mars. I sailed across the ocean. I drove a greyhound bus. I rode across the desert on a hippopotamus. I heard a mermaid singing. I fought a killer shark. I grappled with a grizzly in a war safari park. I chased a band of pirates completely round the bend. And now the summer's over, and so is this the end. Great job, everyone! The boy in this poem went to many places and met many animals. Do you think that is a real holiday? Share your idea with me by commenting below. So what is this poem actually about? It's about the poet's adventures during his imaginary holiday. Now let's look at the rhyming words in this poem. Let's look at verse 1. What are the rhyming words? They are Timbuktu, kangaroo. Very good. Now verse 2. What are the rhyming words? They are sea and tree. Well done. Verse 3. What are the rhyming words? They are baboon and moon. Very good. Verse 4. The rhyming words are stars and Mars. Well done. Verse 5. The rhyming words are bus and hippopotamus. Next, verse 6. The rhyming words are shark and park. Good job. And the last verse. The rhyming words are band and ant. Great job, everyone! Now that's the end of this video. If you liked this video, remember to share it with your friends.
Alright, so based on the video that is played in the class, you can see that the speaker is talking about the image in the poem. There are few images, there are 7 images She is describing the boy's face, what kind of animals in the image, and then she moved on singing the poem, creating the poem into a song. Uh, and then she also share on the rhyming words such as stars and Mars, which is good because the student can identify the kind of rhyming words in poem. And then she concluded the whole poem. It is about an adventurous holiday by a boy. It is an imaginary holiday because somewhat is possible uh, to be to be done by a real person. Okay, all right, let's move on.
What do you usually do?
Okay, and then um, the teacher or I would choose to show them a few flashcards, pictures of sceneries. Let's say a picture of a zoo, a picture of camping, a picture of some kids at the beach, and also a picture of a theme park or a water park. By showing them these places through flashcards, they can imagine, oh, have you been to a theme park? They say, you ask them, have you been to a theme park? And then they was like, yes, I went to the theme park. Okay, what did you play? Oh, I play some, let's say, the go-kart or perhaps the big wheels. Okay, or perhaps if they went to the zoo, you can ask them what are the types of animals that you saw in the zoo. These are the kind of questions that can make them um, somewhat have a critical thinking during the class, and they can share it with their friends. All right, let's see. Okay, uh, after reading the poem on holiday memories, the teacher can talk about where the student went on their holiday. They could ask them some triggering question, which is such as um, where is the place that they went, who they are with, how did they how did they go to the place, or and also what are the activities that they did. Okay, let's say as an example, the teacher can start with, well, I went to Kuala Lumpur last Saturday. Okay, I went with my family. There's my brother, my sister, my mother, and my father. So we went to Kuala Lumpur by driving a car. My dad was driving the car. What we did was we visited Petro Science. It was very interesting. There are a lot of things that has science elements in it. I could play. I learned about planets, something like that. Okay, these are the kind of things, or these are the questions that you can ask to the student to trigger them to be responsive. This is how you can actually relate the activity that we would do to the poem, which is about a holiday. All right. So the activity is actually a postcard. Okay. It is a postcard where the student can write about their holiday. They can actually post it out, or they can just share it in the class with each other. So these are the things that is needed to make a postcard. The first one is an A5 size paper, color pencil or crayons, or also magic pens, pictures if they have it. If you tell them earlier, they could be prepared with some pictures of them during their holiday, or you can just ask them to draw. It would be more creative for them. And then a stamp, because the student can post it out at the post office. All right. So let's see And let's see an example of a postcard. This is just an example. See, this is the front of the postcard. It is very vital for the teacher to show them what are the expected outcome, so that the student have an idea of what they should do. See, if you don't do that, the student, you won't get a good outcome from them. They might be blurred. They might be wondering, what should I do, or they are wasting their time. Okay, so this is the front of the postcard. Let's say if I go to Legoland in Johor. Okay, so this is the back side of the card, where there are, here you can see, this is the recipient for my postcard. This is a stamp, and also the things that I would like to share about my holiday. So this is an example. Let's move on a demonstration by me on how to make the postcard. So this demonstration is actually uploaded on YouTube, so you can just watch it anytime you feel. Alright, let's see. Hi, so today I will share with you on how to make a postcard. These are the things that you need: crayons, glue, scissor, stamp, a picture, and also a postcard template. So let's start. To write a postcard to our friend or our family members on the holiday that we went before. So let's begin. After done writing, you can paste a picture behind the postcard. And then paste the stamp on the right top corner of the postcard. Ta-da! So this is a postcard. Alright, so as we saw in the video, it is steps on how to make the postcard. Okay, the role of a teacher here is to ensure that the teacher is guiding each and every one of the students to use a proper vocab and also a proper grammar in their writing skills. So not only they are being creative by integrating what they feel after they read the poem, but it is also to enhance their writing skills by using good vocabularies and grammar. Alright, let's see. Okay, so if the student already after the student already create the postcard, what you can do as a teacher is to share with the whole class what they wrote. They can present in front of their friends. They can tell them about their holiday, uh, and then their friends can share the postcard with each other, or they can just or if they intend to post it out, they can bring the postcard to the post office since it already has a stamp. All right, if your student manage to create a postcard and they can relate it to the poem, this is where they actually completed the mission successfully. All right, so this is the kind of question that you would ask as a closure in your teaching and learning section, which is you can ask them, did you enjoy today's lesson? If they enjoy it, ask them why, or perhaps they would answer because I can share about my holiday, I can make a postcard, I can color things. These are the kind of feedbacks that you would get after they finish doing their postcard. So, um, you can also ask them, what did we learn today? Okay, this is a very important part where you recap and you relate back everything from the from the poem that we use until the activities that we implement in the class. Okay, so you have to perhaps make a conclusion on Holiday Memories by June Crabin, and then make a conclusion about what it is. It is an imaginary holiday of a boy. There are also some vocabularies that you can ask the student back, perhaps the name of the animals that they see in the poem, and the places that the boy went, and also how they can relate the postcard that they make with the poem. Actually, it is about a holiday. That is why in this activity I choose to use a postcard, because usually when people go to travel, they would use postcard as a medium to tell other people about what they feel in that place that they went. Okay, so basically that's all. Thank you so much for listening to discuss. I hope you to discuss. I hope you could learn something and you could use it as an activity in your class. Thank you.